The screaming 20s are here. Are you screaming? This is actually my favorite ask. This is a post from January. It's become my very favorite ask. Yeah, we had the roaring 20s, now we got the screaming 20s. I can't wait until our dying 30s. I've waited so long, and I can't wait for it to get here. I've got my caskets prepared. I've got my death suit. I'm going to need to get a new one with the amount of weight I'm dropping, says the man who just ate half a loaf of bread. Ooh, the decade is here. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kalbus. My name is Lumo, and today we are looking at r/Tumblr, posts from that quirky little navy blue site that has both died and come back from the grave simultaneously. Let's just get right into it. A dating app that matches horse girls with men who exclusively take pictures holding fish. Retweet if you agree. They don't need a dating app. They married each other right after high school. That's just Christian mingle. God, dude, I could go on such a tirade about dating sites. Like, everyone on them, both men and women, are like just 100% the same person. Like 99% of them are the same person. It is astonishing. This sounds like a generalization, but I can swipe past dudes. 80% of them are holding fish. I don't know why. I don't know what trend it is, but something in like our combined primitive caveman brain is like, we hunt, good skill, want mate. Maybe that's why I have issues with it. I haven't caught a fish yet. Maybe I need to go ocean fishing. Oh god, I can't say I'm much better though. I am just as big a caveman. Most of my shots are me with weights. This put me a little bit on blast, and I kind of love it. No more child actors. Children don't deserve to be exposed to Hollywood. From now on, all children will be portrayed by adults walking on their knees. Mother. Sarah, it's 10 o'clock. Bedtime, sweetie. Hugh Jackman in a blonde wig with pigtails. But Mom! Oh no, I want this now. I desire this movie. And it saves the kids. I see this as an ultimate win. You know what I'm saying? This is an ultimate victory. It saves us so much pain, and it saves the kids so much pain, and then we don't have to deal with subpar acting from children, who will then learn and improve their craft from a young age. I like this. I like this plan. And old movies get remastered, but with the child actors, now just actors playing their old roles. Looking at you, Macaulay Culkin. Oh god, I want that. I want Home Alone, but Macaulay Culkin's just a grown man with a gun. Ubisoft China apologizes for releasing Coffee Cup with a handle on the inside. Why apologize? This is exactly 2020 energy. Ubisoft glitches are now interfering with reality. This really is, like, peak Ubisoft. Like, they can't make a game that doesn't have at least one invisible man that's just teeth and eyes and hair. Oh god, I want one of these just because it's a fun collector's item. It's like how I want one of the old discontinued Blizzard Steins just because, for the same reason. I think they're neat. I would unironically love to work at Blizzard for just, a couple of years. Get my cup, get my sword, get my out. The fact that these game companies do this is so cool. If only they didn't abuse worker rights. Moving on, even the most famous scientists have rough weeks. Charles Darwin, for example, but I am very poorly today and very stupid and hate everybody and everything. What a goddamn mood. Nah, dude, this is real. This is real. That's me today. Okay. I wake up, every day. I always say this, 5 a.m. I work out, I do my thing. I woke up at 5 and I was dreaming and I was like, oh, I never have dreams. I'd like to finish this one. Blink, it's suddenly 6:40. I have not dreamed. My entire day's been thrown out of whack because of that. Everyone has bad days, just accept it, do what you need to do to take care of yourself and move on. If you hear weird noises in the night, simply make weirder noises to assert dominance. The monster in my closet. Me. I taught my 5-year-old this, and now he makes the weirdest noises when he talks through an unlit part of the house, then giggles. Excellent advice. I don't know, I think halfway through the night, hearing my child viscerally gurgling in the darkness, that might trigger my fight or flight reaction. That might be a child getting kicked in the face, depending on if I register what it is at first. That is amazing. One of the channels I follow, they sleep outside a lot, and they actually scream into the darkness to assert dominance, which I always found hilarious. If a professor brags about how hard it is to pass their class, then drop the class. They should not be proud of being bad at conveying information to students. You're not paying thousands of dollars to fail. Find a professor that wants you to pass. As a college instructor, I approve of this message. I was very lucky in college, and I never had a teacher like this. I did have one that I actually almost dropped because he was just an idiot. Dude never worked in the industry and was trying to preach that Blender, which was on 2.5 at the time, was the industry standard. I'm going to be real with you. 2.8 is super featured and still isn't the industry standard. It's getting there. It's almost competitive, but like this dude was like straight up misleading us. Be careful who is teaching you classes. If it's something from your industry, do a little bit of background research. See if they were actually in your industry. That'll save you a lot of time, money, and pain. You can't remember where you came from. You can't remember where you're going. You can't remember knowing. POV, you are Cotton Eye Joe. This is the funniest freaking response I've ever gotten on any of my posts ever.
I love it!
Oh, this shatters me. Where did you come from? Where did you go? Oh my god, dude. Can you imagine how weird it must be to be born into consciousness? Can you imagine being sentient through the process before and after being shoved inside of a meat suit? God, conceptually that terrifies me, being plucked out of the void and being stuck inside of some horrible screaming flesh abomination. And yet here we are, still screaming, wishing to be returned to the void. Gonna get a lot of edgy ones in the comments like, I remember being in the void. How'd the date go? Have you ever gone on a date with a girl with that humor? No. The waiter came to us and asked, do you want a box for the leftovers? And she replies, no, but I'll rescue you for him. Oh my god. Who sunk this meme in Pepto-Bismol? Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a spicy meatball. Oh my god. Yeah, that's not even like a flux filter or anything. That's not the red light, you know, so the blue light doesn't mess with your sleep patterns. That's just straight purple. Why purple? I thought it was supposed to be a red tint, but this is literally just like, this is like Barney flesh stretched thin. Why? What is the point of that? How does that help? Might frick around and start putting a comma in the year. August 16th, 2020. I don't like this. That is, yeah, no, that's wrong. You don't do that. That's a sin. That is a sin. God himself forbids, as do every other deity. What the hell? Why would you? Why would you do this? I don't know why this upsets me so much, but it's upsetting me. I don't like this. I don't like looking at it with my eyeballs to perceive it into my brain as a conscious image. This is the worst. I'm standing at the bus stop and some high schoolers were trying to decipher the new timetable before saying, I don't know, ask the witchy goth lady, before promptly turning to me and saying, excuse me ma'am, when's the next bus? That's it. I finally reached peak aesthetic. I'm the local witch and I'm not even wearing a hat. I should buy a hat. I'm not sure why I made the witch girl sound like a discount Jerry Seinfeld, but that's where life is at. So now they can be, you know, the community witch and also the community Jerry Seinfeld impersonator. We've added a new skill to their resume. This is amazing. I hope to one day have himbo energy so strong that people will refer to me as the nice-looking himbo. I hope to one day achieve this level of aesthetic. Whenever I see these post-apocalyptic films set in the USA, where everyone is pretty much just killing each other with no mention with other nations, I always just assume that the rest of the world is fine and has learned how to resume life as normal. Should we do something about the Americans? Nah. Honestly though, I'm kind of the same way with a lot of these. I always like to imagine that it's just isolated. I mean, we've learned now that it'll never be isolated, except for New Zealand, which will be safe. But yeah, I don't know. If it doesn't mention the other nations, I just don't even think about them in the story because it's rarely relevant. If the world has ended, who cares besides what's happening in the immediate circle of the characters? But like, if the world hasn't immediately ended and it's just one area, well then you just have the Purge, but with different apocalypses. The comments agree. The comments have agreed. Hey, Vsauce, Michael here. Life hack. Avoid red lights by driving at 114,004,827 miles per hour. The velocity will blue shift them enough to appear green. I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Vsauce and Neil deGrasse Tyson are on opposite ends of the spectrum. I mean, Vsauce isn't pretentious, so that helps a lot in making his content digestible. God, I'm not sure if you guys have ever followed Neil deGrasse Tyson, but like he radiates like r/I am very smart energy, and he is. He's a very intelligent man, but his Twitter is so pretentious about it. It's so bad. Like that's why I like Vsauce. He might be a super smart dude with an insatiable curiosity, but he's humble about it and he makes good jokes about it, and I can appreciate that. Vsauce, Michael here. Or is it? She knocked that smug look off my face, but luckily I was wearing a second, smaller smug look underneath. This just reminds me of those images where it's like someone's wearing a mask that looks smug but they're crying underneath it. That's this, but it's like flesh. It's just extra layers of flesh and sensory organs. Ooh, okay, now that I've said that sentence, I actually fully hate this idea, and it fills me with some sort of visceral reaction, not fear, not hatred, but just disgust, and they wish to excuse myself from this post, so I will be seeing you later. It's now later. Welcome to the next post. It's been years since we've seen each other. I missed you. Oh my god, one of our tigers did this, and it isn't stuck on his head. One of the keepers went in to see if he needed help, and he undid this and redid it on his own a few times, but oh my god, he's pretending to be a lion. I'm going to die. That is one cute big cat. I'm sad that big cat is the deathly of the claw my entire insides out of my body to make them my outsides. I would love to pet one. I am too afraid of them. That being said, this is super cute, and I love this tiger. He's such a little baby. I want to boop his snoot and then lose my hand to the mouth. And anyway, that's all the time we have here today on Kalbus. If you like this, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and let us know if you want a little bit more tumbling in your life, because I do always enjoy a good old-fashioned Tumblr. If you do indeed want more r/Tumblr, there'll be another one popping up in just a couple of seconds, but until then, my name has been Lumo, and I hope to see you in the very next video. Have a great rest of your day.